Hey guys, this is Apple Fox here, back again with another video. Now, as promised, I'm making a video about the iPad. As you know, Apple has recently published a brand new version of iOS. It's the 10.3.3 and I made a video about it, but it was like in general, I was talking about the things you need to know and stuff like that, but it wasn't focused on any specific device. Now, this one will be focused on the iPad. People say iPads are just bigger iPhones, and they're kind of right. There is the same software, but the hardware is different, and that way it's not the same. So as mentioned, here I'm going to be talking about the iPad, but I mean iPad in general. I'm using the Mini 4, but it also applies to other iPads. Of course, depending on the processor and stuff, but in case I find out that mine is faster in a speed test, then your older iPad, for example, may be faster as well. To make it clear at first, you're not getting the update in case you have an iPad mini 1st generation and also the iPad 3rd generation and older. Other iPads, including the Air, should receive the 10.3.3 normally. Now let's get started with the video. In the settings, in the About section, as you can see, I'm running the 10.3.2, which is the previous version. I wanted to show you guys because I'll be making a speed test before and after updating, so I thought you should know which versions I'm comparing right now. So this is how it actually looks like when you go ahead and update. It's only about 80 megabytes because if you remember, on the iPhone it was 140 megabytes, so almost double the size. Which is kind of weird, but hey, we're here to see the difference. But most likely it means that you don't need the same files to fix iPad issues. Anyways, the bugs are supposed to be fixed and the improved security is part of it too. Now let's finally click download, but let's not forget the speed test. Again, the 10.3.3 hasn't been installed yet, as you can see. I will also clear out the multitasking panel, even though I don't think it makes a difference. I'm really excited for the new multitasking panel in iOS 11, also the new dock accessible anywhere will be great. Anyways, let's perform the first test, and that is to measure how long it takes to take a photo. Man, that's so slow, but that's because it's laying flat on the table and the lens cannot focus on anything. But I'll do it the same way after updating. Anyways, 2.95 seconds there. Continuing with some opening apps, so for example the contacts only took 1 second. We can also try the messages here, 0.95 seconds is a great result. And finally the iTunes Store. I know it's internet based, but I'll be in the same distance from the router after the update as well. And of course using the same Wi-Fi. It took 4.57 seconds to load it completely. Now we can click download. It definitely won't take long because it's just so small. I'll be back when it's done. So I'm here, the iOS 10.3.3 has been successfully installed on my iPad. I got the notification as always. Apparently I need to type in the passcode because the Touch ID isn't accepted after the update process. On Apple's website there are all of the security improvements listed out, so let's take a look at it. Now the first one, it's available for the iPhone 5 and newer, iPad 4th generation and newer, so that means mine iPad as well. And the bug means that a remote attacker may be able to cause unexpected application termination or arbitrary code execution. I'm not going to read all of them because there is a lot, to be honest, and it's great for sure, like all of the threats are now gone. Isn't that cool? So let's do the speed test again. First of all, let me show you I'm already running the new version. And also the multitasking panel needs to be cleared out just to make sure it doesn't affect the results. Let's take a photo first. It's again very slow because it can't focus as I said earlier, but it's still faster than before. 2.65 compared to previous 2.95 seconds, it's 0.3 seconds faster. Let's open context, and as you can see there is another improvement. Just 0.74 seconds, that's a good result compared to 1 second before. The messages open up quickly too, 0.88, it is faster but not that significant. I don't even think you would notice anything in real life, to be honest. And lastly, the iTunes Store, hopefully it'll be good because other apps did well, hopefully it won't disappoint, and apparently it does. 5.35 is a lot slower than before, there is almost a second. Now I think is the best time to take a look at the storage before and after updating. I took a screenshot before installing obviously, and then the capacity was at 12.48 GB on my 16 GB iPad, and then the available was at 5.02 GB. Now after everything is completed, you can see the screenshots being made after the installation, and even though the capacity stayed exactly the same, at least the available storage went up. It's not anything significant, but it's nice for sure. Now the question is it a good idea to update? I would definitely recommend you to go ahead and update if you own an iPad. In a speed test, it is better running iOS 10.3.3. In the storage, we gain a little bit, but practically it's the same. Now talking about all of the bugs that have been fixed. You should also know that you can get new wallpapers, but only if you have a 12-inch iPad Pro. It isn't featured on other iPads. This is probably the last update in the iOS 10 series. Most of the current iPads are iOS 11 supported, so we'll receive a new update soon. So guys, that is the end. If you're new to the channel, then check out the videos you can now see on the screen. If you enjoy videos like this, then definitely click the subscribe button. Also, let me know what you think about iOS reviews on iPad. You can tell me in the comment section if you want to. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and see you next time.